Moving to Canada has taught me many things. I was focused on my goal to finish school, but I didn't realize what process and challenges I faced to get here where I am here now. I learned that it is not just enough about getting the degree, it is about living your life. It taught me to become brave and independent young woman I never thought I would be. I also learned and decided for my own what my future will be. Among all of this, I grew up and became a better person. My name is Johanna Alarvida. I am the third and only girl among my siblings. I have three brothers, two are older ones, and one is the youngest. I grew up in a middle class family where our money is just enough to support such a big family. My dad works in Canada while my mom works in a hospital way back in the Philippines. My parents work hard for them to give what we want and what we need. They sent us all to a prestigious school in Manila just to finish and graduate for us and to get a degree and have a good stable job. That is what my parents want for us, to be successful in life. My mom has this ambition to move to Canada, for us to be complete and be with my dad. When I was in high school, she kept telling us that we are going to Canada, but she didn't really tell when. I was excited at that time because, of course, as a kid, you want to be with your dad. And at the same time, you want to go to different places. I told my classmates I will be in Canada the next year of high school, and then the next, and then the other next. But we were still in the Philippines. I was so frustrated that time, so I didn't expect anymore that we will be going to Canada. So when I graduated from high school, I didn't know what program I would be taking in college. So my mom decided it for me, and I took medical technology, the same program she took when she was in college. At a very young age, I was confused and not sure of what program I will be taking. That's why I just go with my mom's choice because I trust her. I trust her with what's best for me. Medical technology is a 4-year bachelor program. I spent 3 years studying with a lot of sleepless nights, depression, and anxiety attacks just to pass it. It was never easy. It was never easy to take this as the program itself is very hard. And the thought of you can fail with this because your parents are expecting good from you, it was a lot of pressure. But at the same time, I learned to love the program and become dedicated to finish and prove myself that I can do it.
Hello, Joanna?
Huy, friend! Kumusta ka na?
So, okay lang ikaw. Kamusta na?
Along my journey, I found a good friends to support me and help me with my studies.
Nakalimutan ako, di ba, nung college tayo, meron tayong kinakanta-kanta nun na pathogen ba yun? Nakalimutan ko, naalala mo pa ba?
Sometimes ask them when I don't know something, some medical terms. They also ask me if they don't know some medical terms.
Can be in humans, all of these germs, they can harm you. Bacteria, toxin, they can cause illness. Viruses need to live in you.
With that being said, we survive it all together.
Okay, good luck
Thank
sa
you.
studies mo, ha?
Thank you, friend. Bye.
So I was in my final year before graduating when my mom suddenly told me she wanted to tell my instructors that I will be absent for a day because we will get our visa and have our photo ID. My emotions were all mixed. I feel happy because after so many years of waiting, finally, we are going to Canada. I also felt sad as well because I thought of leaving my friends for good. Then I really thought of my studies. All the sacrifices I made, all the hard work I put, it will be put into waste because I didn't get what I want to finish and get the degree. My mom told us that when we moved to Canada, they wouldn't be responsible for our studies as we have to work for it because that's how it works here in Canada. She always reminded us that over and over again, so I was really pressured because knowing what my experience in my studies and how hard it was, and at the same time, you are working to earn money, that really made me feel anxious. A year after my third year, I didn't enroll as our immigration was already planned. We are all excited to fly and what our future awaits in Canada. We got to Canada on the 4th of July 2018. We all dealt with cultural adjustment and social norms. Our adjustment was not that easy because we are 3 hours away from the city. We live in a reserved town with a few Filipinos. We didn't really get any friends to hang out with as we are just homework basis. But it didn't stop us from living our lives. We kept strong and step by step, we adjusted to the society. 1 month after our arrival, my dad pushed us to find work as we cannot just stay at home and do nothing. As we are a big family, so the budget won't be enough to support a big family. Me and my siblings looked for a job and I got hired to work in a hotel. I worked there for almost 9 months. My mom kept reminding us that we should apply in college here as soon as possible because fall is near. So we all did. I looked up on NATE's medical technology requirements. Unfortunately, my grades were not high enough because the conversion of the credits in the Philippines is way different in Canada. So they advised me to take an academic upgrading to be eligible to apply to the program I want. That time, I don't have enough funds to take academic upgrading at NATE because, the government won't allow me to have a student loan. So my parents took half of my tuition and I paid the half. And I will be paying rent as I will be having to live in the city. I was new to Canada when I moved to Edmonton by myself. Of course, I was afraid because I will be away from my parents and the city is big, which I don't know much about. As a newly immigrant, I learned to be brave by myself and ask questions if I don't know something, and that's how I learned how to be independent. I finished the academic upgrading and now I am eligible to apply to my program. I was waitlisted that time because there are lots of people whose grades are way too competitive. Until one day, I received a call from them and I will be having an online interview for the program. I work very well with all kinds of people and understand that everyone has a different perspective about project and work tasks. So when I work with others, I realize that everyone comes to the table with different priorities and objectives. I keep this in mind when I communicate tasks that need to be accomplished with a positive reinforcement and awareness of what others are working on. I was excited, of course, because finally I could get accepted and continue what I have started and reach what I've desired. The interview went well and they're just having decisions if I will be accepted or not. My goal is to get accepted in the program so I could finish with a degree and prove my mom that I made it. But unfortunately, I wasn't accepted to the program. I failed. I will never achieve my mom's dream for me. I don't want to get compared to other kids that have already finished these programs and they have become successful already at this young age. All this time, I am worried about proving to my mom that I could be a medical technologist like her. I'm more focused to please her wants for me. But I came to realize that I shouldn't be rushing myself to achieve these things. I don't have to compare my beginnings to someone else's middle. And most important is, I don't need to race in life. Each of us has its own timeline. I didn't lose hope about getting accepted to medical technology because her dream for me became my dream too. Although my mom got disappointed when I didn't get accepted at NATE, she instead supports me on the next step that I will be taking. I looked up on Red Deer, the program will be available in the fall, so I have to apply now. I learned that it is not only being a medical technologist I could have a nice paying job. All this time, my mom is planning for my studies and my future. But now, I am. I will be taking healthcare aid for the meantime, and once I graduate, I will work in the healthcare center and save enough money. Then I will pursue my dream to become a medical technologist. Moving to Canada has taught me many things. I was focused on my goal to finish school, but I didn't realize what process and challenges I faced to get here where I am here now. I learned that it is not just enough about getting the degree, it is about living your life. It taught me to become brave and independent young woman I never thought I would be. I also learned and decided for my own what my future will be. Among all of this, I grew up and became a better person.